also just like to take a personal note of privilege to say, please keep Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s name out of your mouths. Your perversion of his words and his mission when his children have asked you to stop invoking his name and perverting his work when he was a proud and unapologetic black man fighting for equality for black Americans and all marginalized people. So you all are entitled to your opinions, but not a denial of the facts. But I'm not surprised that you would deny American history. A colleague across the aisle invoked the phrase of, we must do everything to stop government-sponsored oppression. Well, I've just enumerated numerous examples, which is exactly why we have legislation and an executive order to reverse this harm. And that is why I'm committed to opposing this bill and urge my colleagues to do the same.
I thank my colleague, and I appreciate my Democrat colleague for exemplifying exactly the kind of oppression of freedoms that we're referencing. How about we'll quote whoever we want to quote? How about that's my First Amendment right? That's exactly the kind of baked-in oppression. Like, how dare a white Republican quote Martin Luther King? We actually had a congressman say that just now in this committee. Well, and thank you, good lady, for once again exemplifying the type of oppression that we stand against. You know I'm right. You know I'm right.
Order. Mr. Higgins has the floor.
And we will quote who we please to quote.
A disgrace.
And we will continue to speak freely because now I'm a veteran. That's the country that I serve. That's the Constitution I swore allegiance to. And that oath has no expiration date. I will fight for it with my last life's blood.
Well, he's absolutely correct. Now, I know this is kind of early for us to be going on, but I was here speaking with the nurse, Miss Clever, and I said, you know what, I want to do an early broadcast because I was looking through some of these Democrats who's always acting as if they're outraged because of racism, and there is no party that has shown more hate and racism than the Democratic Party, and the hypocrisy just oozes out of their mouth regularly. It is almost disturbing how I'm glad that this brother decided to go at her because she told him he couldn't use Dr. King in America. What damn country you think this is? He can use whatever damn person he wants to use to get his damn point across. As if Dr. King is so sacred, you can't even use his name. First of all, he ain't that damn sacred. Let's just clear that one up. Secondly of all, even if he was, is he more sacred than Jesus? Sometimes these people get these preachers or these activists, these civil rights leaders, these presidents, and act as if they're above. They let people slander the name of God Almighty. And here they're acting as if you can't mention Dr. King. I be damned. I be damned, I say. So I decided to delve in a little bit on the Democrats to discuss these, the so-called party of hate, because they keep talking about the Republicans are so hateful. Now, I'm not saying Republicans are perfect. Hell, I hate most Republicans. But the gall of the Democrats, the party of the KKK, because I'm going to bring it up again. And whenever one of your liberal friends try to say that Donald Trump is racist, we got pictures of Donald Trump, the NAACP, along with Muhammad Ali, along with Rosa Parks. Donald Trump is getting an award from the NAACP. All of a sudden, he runs for office, and he's got to be the biggest damn racist you've ever seen. But I want you to be able to pull up the receipts of the filthy left. Now, I get a lot of, you see a lot of these videos being passed around on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube, telling you how they'll go get every clip. Now, of course, you can find some clips of a white being racist. Of course, you can. Of course, you can find some clips of a Republican being racist. But there's nothing compared to the Democratic Party and the people they support. The way that these people are able, all I've heard is silence. What I found funny, the one I found funnier than anything else, is that I know people in my personal life, if they see something racist, they will immediately send you a video clip of somebody who said something racist or did something racist. You know, I always tell, so what? I didn't see you send me a video of this Graham Planner, who's a state Senate candidate in Maine. He has a Nazi tattoo on him. And I noticed that these bastards on the left, in the media, those running for public office, the governor down in Maine, didn't say anything about this freaking big old Nazi. Matter of fact, let me show it to you, because the Nazis in Germany used to wear the same damn tattoo on their hats. And I want to show it to you because I do find it awfully deafening on how silent they are of this. What did I do with that Nazi? I didn't hear them saying anything about it. Didn't see any of them sending me anything with this on it. That's why I don't pay attention to you dumb bastards. That's why I talk to you like I talk to you. Too damn stupid. And then every time you see something that you think may be on the right is racist, you say something about it, but I hear silence. What did I do with that damn Nazi? I got a Nazi. What did I do with it? Nazi. Oh, is that it? No, that's not it. I didn't see one of them sending any damn thing. Well, let me just get my, no, that's not the one. I said, all of these people, unmitigated gall. Now, here's the tattoo right here. Now, as you can see, I want to get let me get that clip from the, what did I do with it? I want to get that because I got a picture of the Nazis. Is this the one? There it is right here. So wait a minute. Let me go pull it up for you to see it. Because here's the picture of oh damn it, what the hell did I just do? See. Not share screen. Here's the picture of oh, here it is. This is what the Nazis used to wear on their hats. I didn't see not one single. Let's go to CNN when they be having Scott Jennings on there. What's that little Abby woman? All these liberals, these non-moving face white liberals who come on there, who's Botox themselves to death, the face don't even move. I didn't see them saying a damn thing about this freaking dude and you knew it was a Nazi symbol for a simple reason. He went and got it removed or covered up. If it's not Nazi, you don't have to cover it up. But you notice they're not upset. And remember they was claiming that Pete Hegseth had some Nazi symbol on him. Dead silence with these bad. This is why I don't listen to them. Whenever a liberal, I don't care what it is, whenever a liberal or somebody who's trying to prove something to the Republican Party says, I didn't hear you, I always say, I didn't hear you say anything about this fella right here from Maine. Why you didn't see me no damn videos on that? Because you're a freaking porch monkey. You're a cotton picker. You've been brainwashed. They are the party of hate and complete racism. But we're going to get to that. Because I showed you the video the other day on him, but I want to show you another video of him. And then I want to bring back and talk about these, how racist and because we're gonna get to Robert Byrd. I'm gonna give you something Bill Clinton said about Robert Byrd. It blows your mind. But you remember that the blacks were saying that Bill Clinton was the first black president before Obama. Then they forgot all about him because Obama's tan was darker than Bill. But technically speaking, Bill Clinton hung around more blacks than Barack Obama ever did. Bill Clinton once impregnated a black woman. Barack Obama has never impregnated a black woman. Not that that makes you black, but I'm just saying for this black-owned crowd, Bill Clinton got a black kid. I mean, boy, look just like him. Barack Obama don't have no black kids because them not his kids by Michelle. You can stop that right now. Don't even try it with me because I'm going to say it. Rest of them be scared to say it. He ain't never, ever been intimate with Michelle. If he did, Michelle was on top. And I don't mean on top from the front. I mean from the back. I want to show you this one right here. This is a, where's that clip of, oh, here's the clip of this fellow who with the Nazi symbol, and they're dead silent on it. Can't make it up, man. Oh, the Democrats, the hypocrisy of these damn people. Damn, what did I do with it? They love to play the race card whenever it's convenient. And I got that one of that Jay Jones too, talking about killing people's children, and they don't think it's a big deal.
Well, meet Democrat Graham Plattner. He's a Maine Senate candidate who is now having to apologize for that tattoo on his chest, one that is the SS Nazi skull and crossbones.
Now, if a Republican had this symbol on his chest, do you think there's anything you'll be able to say to a Democrat? This is why I don't try to explain nothing to a vile Democrat. I don't care what they say about Donald Trump or anybody else that's on the conservative side. You bastards, your whole history is based on slavery, the Ku Klux Klan, Jim Crow laws, and all pandering to blacks. The only time they pretend like they like blacks is when they're pandering to them. Like when Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer was taking a knee with their claws on. I like to got some steel-toe boots on and kicked every last one of them dead in their tailbone. That's what I would have liked to do.
There was a lot of heavy drinking back then. I mean, the infantry is always a.
He's admitting that he got a Nazi tattoo. At first, he denied it, but then he blamed it on the alcohol. I don't give a damn what excuse you use for me, person. If you got a freaking Nazi tattoo on you, don't tell me nothing about the other side when you got a Nazi tattoo on you. I mean, you got some nerve. But this is the Democrats. Now, they'll get on here pandering to the blacks, saying how, oh, we just love the little colors. See, they'll get somebody like Hakeem Jeffries, who is a complete cotton-picking moron. And I tried to tell everybody he wasn't in charge. But here's the Democrats here.
Put half of Trump supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables. They're racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic, you name it.
Or Puerto Rico, where I'm in my home state of Delaware, they're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
You said over the weekend, referring to it, there's a direct parallel to a big rally that happened in the mid-1930s at Madison Square Garden.
Well, look,
you were comparing that rally to a Nazi rally?
Look, I'm comparing it to the hate that came out of this, and I think they confirmed that.
You stand by that comparison, though, to a Nazi rally?
Look, the rally, you saw it for yourself. I'll let the American public make the decision of what they saw.
What about you, though?
So I know what I saw, and I'll just leave it at that.
Do you think Donald Trump is a fascist?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Now, this is the thing that gets me. You catch him doing this, and then I'm going to show you. Here is Jay Jones. I'm going to get the one with Jay Jones talking about killing somebody's damn children. Damn, man. I mean, when you ever watch Scarface? When on Scarface, they tried to get him, the Colombian drug lord, I think it was Colombian, tried to get him to blow up the car with the kids and the wife in. He said, I don't do the wife and kids thing. Now, I'll kill him, but I got some kind of standards. I'm a drug dealer. I murder people, but I don't mess with women and children. See, the mafia and people used to do this, but these filthy, Jay Jones never even threw a punch. This freaking bedwetter trying to act like a tough guy. You can tell he's a bedwetter by looking at Jay Jones. He's not even a dollar store Obama. At least we can call Hakeem Jeffries a dollar store Obama. Jay Jones, nobody even knows who you are, clown. He looks soft anyway. He looked like one of those undercover brothers who likes to take it up the rectum. He's talking like a tough guy on a text message. Kill me with these damn people. But I want to pull up his clip because I think I got somebody ran a video ad on him and showing the hate of these damn people, boy.
Start with breaking news from the campaign trail.
Jay Jones is under fire tonight.
Jay Jones is under fire.
Jay Jones is under fire after messages he sent in 2022.
Tell me Jay Jones don't look like he wants to be a Obama, but he makes Barack Obama look masculine. He makes Barack Obama look like a gladiator. That's how weak he look. He talking about shooting somebody's kids. Only a weak man would talk about killing another man's children. But this is the stuff he gets away with. I bet your boy, if Barack Obama asked his boy to get on his knees, he'll be on his knees so fast it'll make your head spin.
Former Virginia House Speaker Todd Gilbert should be shot.
I'm excited about this ticket.
And this is freaking Afghan hound right here. This heifer look just like an Afghan hound. She's still supposed, she never condemned it. And when Mrs. Sears was telling her to condemn it, she just looked straight ahead like this. What she was saying is, I wish this nigger would shut up asking me that question. I'm for the other nigger, Jay Jones.
It's been great to be out on the campaign trail with Jay Jones.
You said Gilbert's wife could watch her own child die in her arms so that Gilbert might reconsider his political views.
Because he disagreed with him politically, you got to kill his children.
An attorney general who will stand up for the people of Virginia.
Jones said, quote, Gilbert, Hitler, and Pol Pot. Gilbert gets 2 bullets to the head.
So in other words, he's saying Gilbert is worse than Pol Pot and Hitler.
Jones doubled down, saying, quote, do I think Todd and Jennifer are evil and that they're breeding little fascists? Yes.
How can Virginians trust a man who said something so horrific, so callously?
Only when people feel pain personally do they move on policy.
Only when they feel pain personally. All Democrats believe like this. Every Democrat running for office believes just like Jay Jones, period, end of discussion. And they've always thought like this. This is who they are. And what gets me is they got the nerve to be acting like they're a part of the love inclusivity. Now, whenever your so-called family members or friend, some vile, filthy liberal, or some closet liberal try to pretend like they're upset about something they heard on the internet, made up damn stories most of the time, I want you to remind them of something. Let me go get Tricky Bill. Because I want to do Bill Clinton first. Where is the one of Bill? This is why you know they don't have any shame. I
want to use this moment to speak to the Muslim.
Okay, no, that's the other jackass. Boy, I better damn well been downloaded. Well, let me do Hillary first, then I'll come back to Bill. Here's Hillary.
Today, our country has lost a true American original, my friend and mentor, Robert C. Byrd. It is almost impossible to imagine the United States Senate without Robert Byrd. He was not just its longest serving member, he was its heart, its soul, and its historian. From my first day in the Senate, I sought out his...
You can't even make this up. If you Google Robert Byrd right now and put Klan in there, it's still on Google, him with his Klan uniform. And you got these dumb, porch monkey, cotton-picking niggas pretending as if they care about racism. Please make it make sense to me. Listen, stupid, damn liberal Negro. Don't you ever try to call anybody an Uncle Tom or a freaking coon as long as you support Democrats. Because you're a special kind of stupid. You got to be really, really a special kind of stupid. The man got his Klan uniform. You can't even deny it. And as a matter of fact, they don't deny it. When I show you the clip of Bill Clinton, Bill Clinton's going to admit to this on video that they don't care. Robert Byrd had to join the Klan, he says. Hillary said this is her mentor. A Klan member is her mentor. But Donald Trump is the Klan member, even though the NAACP, Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. Matter of fact, Donald Trump was supporting Jesse Jackson when he ran. All these Negroes, including these rappers, loved Donald Trump before he ran for office. I can't stand fake people. This just proves they fake. He didn't do anything to you. He spoke the truth about keeping the country safe, and now you support the party of the Klan.
Guidance, and he was always generous with his time and his wisdom. I admired his tireless advocacy for his West Virginia constituents, his fierce defense of the Constitution and the tradition.
But Donald Trump is a racist. Donald Trump is a racist.
Traditions of the Senate, and his passion for a government that improves the lives of the people it serves.
I mean, are you serious, Heifer? See, this is the kind of stuff I just found it mind-boggling that any of the people in the Democratic Party saying this. Technically speaking, now, there's been some arguments about this, but President Harry Truman allegedly was cutting a back deal with the Klan. Now, if you try to go through Google or AI, they'll try to say, well, he didn't really cut a deal with them. Justice Hugo Black, who was technically on the Supreme Court, he admitted to joining the Klan, Democrat. And these are the same people who's going to lecture somebody about racism. 1923, when the Ku Klux Klan was controlling the voting machines, which they still do, every Alabama county was controlled by the Klan members. So, Black was ambitious, and they say it was he regretted it after joining the Klan. He was a member of the Klan. Do the Democrats condemn him? Has the Democrats said anything about him? Robert Byrd, in the U.S. Senate from 1958 to 2010, when he went to hell, he fought against integration. He was against the 1964 Civil Rights Bill, blocked the nomination of a Black judge nominee, James E. Stetfield. Matter of fact, Jimmy Carter is the one who put Stetfield to be nominated. James Byrd said, you better get that out of here. That's a nigger. We don't support niggers. But the Democrat says, we love Robert Byrd. Barack Obama eulogized him. Your hero. Nigga, the other day, somebody I know for long years said he admitted he voted for Barack Obama because he was Black. They ain't gonna tell me how Donald Trump got a problem. Nigga, get your head out of your Kulu. Here we have this Klan. I mean, this is the Klan party, and you got the nerve to try to lecture some damn body. No damn Democrat. I always ask somebody before we start a debate, who did you support? Did you vote for Barack Obama? Was you for Hillary? Were you for Kamala Harris? Were you for Joe Biden? Shut your ass up. Just shut up. Don't tell me nothing, stupid moron you. I don't want to have no debate with you. Too damn stupid. And the hell you gonna debate? I don't debate that kind of ignorance. Somebody passing by may see me arguing with you and they don't know which one is the ignorant one. Too damn stupid. You ain't even got enough sense to know this right here. People who supported Bernie Sanders cannot tell me anything. He admits to being a damn socialist. Freaking kidding me?
As Secretary of State, I continued to rely on his advice and counsel.
As Secretary of State in Obama's administration, she was still getting advice from Robert Byrd.
Grateful for the support he provided as a leader of the
Oh,
Appropriations
my God.
Committee, to our diplomats and development workers as they serve our country and advance our interests all over the world.
I hate this skank. I hate this hussy, Hillary Clinton. She, not only is she's a racist piece of trash, had the nerve to go to church. I don't feel nowhere tired. I've come too far from where I started from. And the coons was in there just clapping. Oh, Hillary is so wonderful. I bet when she got back in the truck with a bunch of liberal whites, ooh, honey, did you hear the way they were clapping when I said the Negro phrase? I quoted this. What's the big colored singer name, the Reverend James Cleveland, and they were just clapping. Ooh, those colors are so stupid.
Robert C. Byrd led by the power of his example, and he made all of us who had the honor of serving as his colleagues.
He was a racist piece of trash. That's what he was. And she got the nerve to be bragging on him. All these Negroes are stupid, man. I swear they are. But let me bring in Bill Clinton. I want you to listen closely to what Bill Clinton said about it.
Now, know this. Everybody else has been canonizing Senator Byrd. I'd like to humanize him a little bit.
Everybody else has been canonizing Robert Byrd. Bill says, I want to humanize him. Mr. Lewinsky, Mr. Monica. Matter of fact, that renovation that Trump is doing over the White House, he may rename it the Monica Lewinsky Suite, the ballroom, since I'm sure Monica and Bill was over there at least one time.
Because I think it makes him more interesting and makes his service all the more important.
Preach.
There are a lot of people who wrote these eulogies for Senator Byrd in the newspapers, and I read a bunch of them. And
what you say about it?
They mentioned that he once had a fleeting association with a Ku Klux Klan. And what does that mean? I'll tell you what it means. He was a country boy from the hills and hollows of West Virginia. He was trying to get elected.
Wow.
He was trying to get elected.
What?
He was trying to get elected.
What? Did you hear what he said? In order to get elected as a Democrat over there, he had to join the damn Klan. He was trying to get elected. Thank you, Bill, for that. I really do appreciate you telling us that pertinent information. He was trying to get elected, damn it. How you expect the Democrats going to elect somebody who ain't part of the Klan? And next time, one of these cooning Negroes or these guilty white liberals who cannot stand black people, they pretend. You think Nancy Pelosi really gives a damn about any black? Child, please. Why they ain't fix nothing already? All this time they've been in office. How long Nancy Pelosi been in office? Since like the 80s? Joe Biden since the 70s? Bernie Sanders since the 80s? Why they ain't fix nothing? Donald Trump is the problem now? Get your head out your ass, man. Come on, stop. I want to replay that though with Bill. Bill said he was trying to get elected. What you expect? He's trying to get elected. Miss Irma, she had hit us up on yesterday, and we didn't do a show on yesterday. Miss Irma, God bless you. She said, God bless you and the family. Miss Irma did. That's YRMA. Irma. But here we have what Bill is saying. Have you ever heard this one before? I want to replay that.
Important. There are a lot of people who wrote these eulogies for Senator Byrd in the newspapers, and I read a bunch of them, and they mentioned that he once had a fleeting association with a Ku Klux Klan. And what does that mean? I'll tell you what it means.
What it mean?
He was a country boy from the hills and hollows of West Virginia. He was trying to get elected.
Okay.
He was trying to get elected.
What?
He was trying to get elected.
What you say? Oh, I find it hard to believe he was trying to get elected. You know, that's when I hear stuff like this right here, it makes me laugh even harder when I hear stuff like this. He was trying to get elected. Just replay that again.
To get elected. He was trying to get elected. He was trying to get elected.
Bill Clinton says the quiet part out loud. See, if you listen, this is why I don't like to hear what nobody else say it. I like to hear their conversation, because if you listen to a leftist talk long enough, the truth is hitting in all of their lies they're weaving through. He's saying that he can't get elected back then if you're a Democrat unless you're with the Klan. That's what I get from it. And they got the nerve to tell you something about the Republican Party, how much racism and sexism, like for instance, this rag-headed heifer by the name of Omar. All she talks about is whitey bad, white man, the white man. Excuse me, who are you married to again? Here she is constantly talking about all white men is evil, and your husband is white. I just don't understand. You calling your husband evil? Serena Williams was always talking about how bad whites is, how racist, and she was triggered by a cotton tree in a plush hotel, probably about $1,000 a night. And here she acting like all white people are bad. See, I don't trust anybody. If a black person say all white people is bad, if a white person say all black people is bad, I don't trust nothing you say after that. I don't. Because there's no damn such thing as all race of people being bad. If you say all Latinos is bad, all Asians is bad, I don't trust nothing you say. Because that's the stupidest statement you can ever make, to just lump all of one race in the one big bucket and say all of them is bad. Technically, you are racist if you say that. How stupid does that even sound? So let me see if I got you right. God made one race of people, and he said all this race of people is bad. Because I go with God's standards. Give a damn what no human says about it. Hell is you talking about? And then they'll quote someone, like the woman who said, Baldy Locks, who didn't want him quoting Dr. King. You don't quote Dr. King. You know, it's another thing I'm sick of. I'm sick of these Negroes actually trying to act like everything is so sacred with Dr. King. Furthermore, they act like nobody can say anything. If it's a good quote by Dr. King, you can't say it. They don't want you saying nothing good about it. If Dr. King, he said, judge a person by the content of their character. Why is it you can't quote that? But then they'll turn around, if you bring up some bad stuff that Dr. King did, I dare you slander Dr. King. No, it's not slander. It's a fact. That is a fact. Everybody got bad history, some bad things they've done. Nobody that's walking on this earth now is sinless. Am I making them? There ain't but one ever walked this earth that was sinless. Only one. It ain't but one. But here they are pretending like you can't even quote Dr. King. You white, you can't quote Dr. King. And then they got some whites that's still on the internet. There used to be one on Twitter all the time. I think they banned his account now for sure. I don't even want to call his name. He was acting like all blacks are bad. Every black is bad. Look at him. See, it's stupidity on all sides. And I'm gonna call it like I see it. I don't go off in this. I've never been a follower. I never was one of those, if everybody else is doing it, I gotta do it too. If the family is doing it, I gotta do it. If my friends are doing it, I've never been that person. I've never been that person. I don't even associate well with people who's just big follower. You know, that may be the one thing, that's one of the main ingredients that I love about people who cannot just follow behind everything somebody says. Well, my pastor said, well, your pastor got it wrong right here. It says it right there. Well, my dad did it this way. Well, according to logic and facts, they're wrong. But you can't get some people out of their stupidity because they'll get upset. But the thing that is most fascinating to me is that the Negroes who support Barack Obama, who eulogize a Klan member, we got a clip of him too. He eulogized a Klan member. Can you imagine if Donald Trump had eulogized a Klan member? So we got Joe Biden there bragging on the Klan member. We got a clip of him too. Hillary Clinton, you already heard that one. And Bill Clinton said, what you expect? He can't get elected. A Democrat can't get elected unless they're with the Klan. But then they got the nerve to say Donald Trump is a racist. Show me anytime Donald Trump is hanging with Klan members. Because before Donald Trump ran for office, all these Negroes was going around Donald Trump. Matter of fact, there's a bunch of black contractors that Donald Trump helped get business for and helped pay them. All the money he gave for schools and stuff, we still in this conversation. I don't argue with anybody if you send me a clip, if you say something about Donald Trump, didn't want a bunch. As a matter of fact, Donald Trump didn't want when he about the whole scandal about the apartments or whatever. He didn't want Section 8 in his apartment building, and damn it, I don't blame him. Because if I own a damn building, an expensive building, I don't want no Section 8 people there either. But they took it as he's saying, black people ain't the only one on Section 8. Hell is you talking about? Hell, there's more whites on Section 8 than it is blacks. There's Latinos and Asians on Section 8. There's Muslims on Section 8. You just took it for granted that it was talking about black because you stupid and you racist. But just for argument's sake, if Donald Trump came out and says, I don't want no Negroes who's on Section 8 living in my building, you know what I'm gonna say? Good for him, because I don't want no Negroes on Section 8 living in my damn building either. So what? Get so sick of Negroes acting like they so upset about, oh, we said something about the park, the people in the park. Really, that's what you upset about? Because you were not upset about that before he ran for office. Then you come with this old clip. Even if he said it, so what? Your party is the party of the Klan. You're not upset about that, freaking porch monkey. Get out my face. You support Klan members. You can't lecture me on nothing. I don't listen to none of these so-called black power trash you're talking about. I don't listen to no guilty white liberal making a video acting like we supporting the black. What they're saying is that you little poor Negro, you little poor Negro. I just feel so sorry for you. You don't know who your father is. Your dad doesn't know how, you didn't know how to read or nothing like that. Yes, love. Hey, you can walk by, we can see you. Clever's naked. Clever's naked. No, I'm just kidding. We see you, Clever, walking by. I'm gonna put the camera on y'all. Y'all wanna see Clever? She's over here walking by. But anyway, they get so upset. They get so upset. So here, I want to put, well, you know, I gotta get some thanks first. I gotta get some thanks. Who else? Oh, oh damn it, my thing. Here is before I play Joe Biden and Barack Obama, I gotta give some shout outs first. Our one of our moderators, our sweet Stacy Michaels, hit us up on today. God bless you, Stacy. And Stacy, thank you, Doc and Clever, for all of your research and work. Note to self, constant prayer for peace, harmony, and love. Amen, sister. We want to pray for peace, harmony, and love too. And here's the thing. Always, me and Clever was laughing about this because we said that we have 5 moderators and all of them has a different personality they bring to it, and they get along just fine. So that's why I like cohesiveness in there. We got a Hammer. Our Hammer is my man, my brother from another mother state. We call him the Hammer because he like no nonsense. He said, bam. And if you got a problem with steak, don't even take it up with me because I'm not taking your side. I'm on steak side every time. I'm going to be honest with you. Steak has been riding with me for the longest. So if you get out of line and steak does something, I'm not going to take your side. I'm going to be on steak side. I'm just sorry. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm on his side. If he did it, you got a problem with him, he got a good reason. And then we got my man Hemp, who's running for office down here in South Carolina. Hemp is kind of a hammer, but sometimes Hemp will try to be a little bit more subtle with it, but if you make him mad, he'll go ahead and hit you with the hammer too. And then we got our madam of the Common Sense Nation, the old bag, who everybody loves, the old bag. She used to be a stripper back in the day, but she stopped her stripping ways now. I'm just joking. She's not a stripper, but we used to always joke with the old bag with that. The old bag, everybody loves the old bag. She's funny and she will say anything, by the way. She just put it out there. Anything, something comes across her mind, bam, she puts it out there. Now, we always know my sweet Clever is so sweet. As a matter of fact, when Clever just really gets mad, people are almost like, oh my God, she was so sweet, but you make her mad, it comes out of her. It just comes out like she can't help it. But normally she's Probably the sweetest woman I've ever met. But when she gets mad, or you try to hurt somebody she loved, and that's when it comes out. But me and Clever was laughing because someone, we won't call her name, had made Stacy a little mad. We talked about it the other day. And Clever was laughing. So I always said, man, you gotta really be irritating if you irritate Stacy Michaels. You really gotta be trying. You gotta be a nauseating, because I've seen her be patient. I be saying like, damn, would you just block them, Stacy? But I just leave it alone. Because Stacy will be patient with you, just patient with you, patient with you. She got like the patience of Job. I'd say I'd have blocked him already. I'd blocked him. You won't get a chance on the hammer because the hammer just do it. Remember the hammer, how you do it? Steak can just hit you. I appreciate you, Miss Stacy Michaels. And my man Howard, who's been back, he's from the Marines. Howard is funny because Howard is like a throwback of the old school. He's one of those old school men. See, people like me, I get along with men like Howard. I call him Big Boy Howard. He's a Marine. But see, I get along real well with people like Howard. You know why? And Clever can vouch for this. I get along well with men who act like men. And that's why me and Steak get along, because he's like a man's man. I get along. I don't get along with girly like men, or these real sensitive type, just too damn sensitive. I don't get along with. If I work with them, I don't get that much along with them. I don't have no problem. I just let them stay in their zone because they get out of line and stuff. I don't get along well with these men who are so sensitive, their feelings are so hurt so damn easily. If we had the kind of men right now that back in World War II, we'll be speaking German right now. See, we need more men like my boy Howard there as a Marine, real Marine, not this fake Marine like the one who got this swastika who's running for this state senator down in Maine. We don't need them kind of fraud. He pretended to be a tough guy, but he had to join and get a Nazi sticker because he was a coward. And Bill Clinton is admitting that Robert Byrd had to join the Klan to get elected. In other words, you got to join something that's corrupt and hateful and racist in order to get elected for a party. Do you really want to be associated with that kind of thing? That's your rise to glory right there? No, make it make sense to me. Please make it make sense. No, I will not pretend as if you're doing the right thing. I can't do it. Can't do it. And also, my man, Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews is a brother. We call him the sniper in case you didn't get that. Mark Andrews has been, he's consistent. Mark is almost, whenever we come on, Mark is almost the first one in every night. Mark supports us almost every night. And I appreciate you, brother Mark. And whenever we need somebody like, you need to get sniped out from like a couple of 100 yards away, we just go get Mark. We'll go get Mark. Mark can hit you from a country mile. We call it a country mile. Go ahead. Also, our dear Kimmy, who supports us constantly. Also, Miss Kimberly, Miss Kimberly says, for the week of information and laughter. Well, God bless you, and I hope your daughter Randy is doing good. We pray that you have some peace and that she gets on the right track. Now we want to get to Obama and Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Now, like they said on Saturday Night Live, Joe Biden. Not Joe Biden, Joe Biden. Mr. Joe Biden. Here is the, I want to get to that Biden clip because Mr. Joe Biden is bragging on him too.
Also know that Robert C. Byrd was a parliamentary library, a keeper of the institution of the Senate, and he was the institution itself. But to me, and many people here today, like guys I see, Bill Bradley and Jim Sasser, who long left the Senate for greener pastures, and I hope better remuneration. We used to kid about that too, but for a lot of us, he was a friend, and he was a mentor, and he was a guide.
He was a mentor and he was a guy. See, notice he was a mentor to all of these races, and Barack Obama eulogized it. Eulogized his trash. Now, what I find laughable about is that the one? Because I want to briefly, once I show you this clip of Barack Obama, I want to show you how big of a hypocrite that the Democrats can be. Because the Democrats will sit here and, like this new wing of the White House, the ballroom, President Trump is doing, they're making a big deal about this. Obama did the same damn thing, not a mumbling damn word. Matter of fact, Gavin Newsom is taking the taxpayers' money, about $1 billion for the, I think the Capitol down in California. Democrats not saying anything. This is why whenever the Democrats bring up a point, I always say, so what? You don't care? No, I don't care. Ask your mama. Do she care? Don't act like you outraged about anything when you ignore all this crap y'all been doing. Want to hear that? All this money y'all been wasting, giving to all these countries for the LGBTQ, every damn thing else you can name. I think I'm supposed to give a damn about you being offended. I don't give a damn about you being offended. Matter of fact, I like that you are offended. But here's Barack Obama. I mean, he starts quoting scripture and everything else, eulogizing a freaking Klan member, man. I said, damn, don't you have any shame, Obama?
The vast learning of this self-taught senator, his speeches sprinkled with the likes
self-taught senator
of Cicero and Shakespeare and Jefferson. It seems fitting to close with one of his favorite passages in literature, a passage from Moby Dick.
That's pretty fitting that Barack Obama would quote a passage by a racist Klan member from Moby Dick. He just had to bring in the dick phrase. That's pretty fitting of Barack Obama, because I bet you there's some fellas he called Moby Dick.
And there is a Catskill eagle in some souls that can alike dive down into the blackest gorges and soar out of them again and become invisible in the sunny spaces. And even if he forever flies within the gorge, that gorge is in the mountains, so that even in his lowest swoop, the mountain eagle is still higher than any other bird upon the plain, even though they soar. Robert Byrd was a mountain eagle, and his lowest swoop was still higher than the other birds upon the plain. May God bless Robert C. Byrd. May he be welcomed kindly by the righteous judge, and may his spirit soar forever like a Catskill eagle high above the heavens. Thank you very much.
There are white niggers. I've seen a lot of white niggers in my time. I'm going to use.
I agree with him. But I would say they're white niggas. You can't even make this up, man. These people got the nerve to try to act like they care about racism. Every time you see CNN, every time you see MSNBC, racism is talked about more now than when there really was racism. And these people don't have any conscience, because, see, the white liberal knows that these Negroes are ignorant. And so they tug at their heart by saying stuff like, we're going to give you some reparations. You colors need some reparations, and you've been mistreated because of your color, your skin color. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you niggers some EBT cards, and we're going to make sure we put you into Section 8 of the apartment complex so that you bunch of freaking coons can kill one another. How about that? Could that be considered as reparations? Well, that's a start then, massa. And then what they'll do is that like Gavin Newsom did. Gavin Newsom told these Negroes, get a committee together. And you get that committee together and you tell me what we need to do to give reparations to these Negroes. And they got all excited. And the committee was talking, they was talking like, really got all the Black Power, kente cloth wearing Negroes in there. And they said, yes, let's stick it to Whitey. And then after they decided it was going to give the Negroes some money, Gavin Newsom says, hold on a minute, pump the brakes. I was just talking to, like a pepper rally, getting you Negroes fired up. Not finna give you no money. But technically speaking, just think about this. I don't know about, do we have any slaves present today? Because maybe some of y'all might be slaves. I wasn't a slave. My mom and dad was never a slave. Talk to Clever, her mother and dad, her grandparents never a slave. My grandparents was never a slave. I'm not saying that you may not have had some slavery in your bloodline. Not saying it. But if you was going to actually give reparations to somebody, at least if you had gave it to my great granddaddy, we probably could see it now. Because personally, we're not going to know who was a slave, who owned slave, because technically speaking, there's going to be a bunch of blacks whose ancestors owned slave, because Jefferson wasn't the only one screwing the slaves, by the way. Because there's a bunch of people whose benefit from their damn ancestors. I mean, whenever they do this DNA research, they find out there's a bunch of blacks, like what's her name, Sonny Holston on The View, always talking about race. Find out that some of her ancestors owned slaves too. Now, I was talking to a dumb Negro the other day that I know personally. I won't call the dumb Negro's name, but he know who I'm talking about. We was having this conversation about slavery and all this kind of stuff. And we got in a conversation. I was educating him because I like to do that to dummies. And we was talking about back and forth of slavery and who was a slave. Which party owns slaves? Then my question though is I like to ask the black folks, how do you think, because he says that the black countries would have been rich right now if the whites had went over and took all of the natural resources. True enough, plenty of white countries took natural resources from black countries. Matter of fact, France is still doing it today. Y'all not mad at France? Because they still doing it today. They still doing it. That cobalt they're doing over there in Congo, they still doing it. That's going on right now. Matter of fact, those electric vehicles that everybody's crazy about, talking about how they're going to save Mother Earth, the cobalt, most of the cobalt they're getting over there in Congo is coming from slave labor. Have you seen those pitfalls over there? But there's not either here or there. So I asked him, I says, do you think that any of these Spaniards or white folks could have went over there and got the slaves without the Negro tribes working with the whites to do it? So if we're going to make those whites who enslaved them back then, if we're going to find their ancestors, let's find the Negroes who sold them out over there. See, this is the part that they've always been. There's always been a part of the Negro populations, whether in Africa or here, that they always get certain Negroes to go out and keep the other Negroes in line by enslaving their mind with a bunch of foolishness and buffoonery. Kind of like they did with Dr. King, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson. They do the same thing. I had to inform this so-called conservative I work with. He said, man, I really feel sorry for you because you know that people like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton represent you. I said, hold on a minute. You damn fool, you. I said, do Bill Clinton and the rest of these crazy whites, do they represent you? They ain't got a damn thing to do with me. Hell is you talking about? I'm independent. Ain't no other man speaking for me. I speak for my damn self. But I informed him that the only reason that they were able to go over there and get the slaves is because the Negroes over there sold them out. Just like Dr. King was hanging with the communists and the Planned Parenthood selling you out. And it's still going on today. The Black Caucus and the NAACP, there's nothing but a bunch of porch monkey Negroes who's selling you out today. Start having some accountability. All of this jungle mentality, killing one another, getting on drugs, preventing violence, nobody's making you do that. Yes, We understand. We know you listen to New Jack City when Wesley Snipes was saying he don't own any planes and no poppy fields and all that 9 yards. Of course he doesn't. But listen here, I've never did cocaine. I never will do cocaine. Nobody can make me do drugs. Why are you taking drugs then? If the white man is bringing the trash in your neighborhood, why in the hell are you taking it? You'll get these Negroes online talking about the blacks, just like the whites think that there's white racists who think that the whites is supreme race. There's blacks who do the same thing. They'll say you got a supreme race, but then you're saying that the white man enslaved you and got forced you to take drugs. That don't even make any sense. Your argument is not even consistent. Nobody can make me take drugs. Nobody can make me impregnate a bunch of women and not take care of my children. Nobody can make me go rob and steal or nothing else. You doing it because you want to do it because you ignorant as hell. And then see, if we can stop all of this race baiting, trying to blame somebody else, every grown-up who does something wrong, it's their damn fault. It ain't your mom and daddy's fault. It's your damn fault, period. Ain't your ancestors' fault. It ain't the white supremacist fault. It ain't the black supremacist fault. It's you. You did it. So I don't understand this whole mindset. I can't get with the same mindset of everybody pretending like somebody else's fault. Because last time I checked, I want to see how they work out, especially those who call themselves Christian. How's this going to work out? Well, God, you know what? I would have done the right thing, Lord. But these white racists, these black racists, they were the ones who forced me to do it. Lord, so it ain't my fault. Let me in heaven. I'm going to see how they work out for you. I'm going to say, Lord, you know what? The Lord going to say, you know what? I've been thinking about that. I know I said that everyone needs to repent of their sins, but I'm going to change the rules for you because you make a compelling argument of racism. How stupid is that? This damn foolishness has to stop. But see, this is why they shadow ban me. They don't want me talking. They're listening. A black racist can come on the internet and talk all day long. A white racist can come on the internet and talk all day long. You can come on and spread filth, eating out of butts, spitting in mouths, everything you name. Grown men in front of little kids, butt stalking naked. All of this is acceptable. But when I start talking, they say they want to shadow ban me because the nigga is crazy. Isn't that funny? That I'm the one being shadow banned right now as we speak. When I was talking to this dumb Negro, I told him this too. I said, do you know how much money Facebook and YouTube and cheating me out of? I don't see now nigga upset about them robbing me blind. Tell me how upset they are. They getting paid. LeBron James is making millions. He's whining. Oprah making millions, whining. These so-called people acting like they are, everybody's against them. I see you still getting paid off YouTube and Facebook and everything else. You can still run ads. All of them. On the conservative side and the Republican Party. I'm the one they won't let do it. So what's that tell you? Because not the Jews, not the whites, not the blacks, not the racists, nobody can control what the hell I say. God is my witness. I'd rather die than let somebody control my language. I would rather die. If somebody pulled a gun on me, and I done had that happen a couple of times too, won't tell you the results because it's going to go bad for you. When somebody tries to tell you how to think, what to think, and you can't say certain words, you are a freaking slave. Give a damn what nobody said. That's a fact. God Almighty has given me freedom of speech, not the Constitution, not the American people, not the Supreme Court. God Almighty has given me the freedom of speech, and by God, I'm going to use it. They kicked me off of YouTube for, let me see, how many years is that? 7 years. I'm back now, and I haven't changed a damn thing. I'm on there right now, and I still talk the same way, and they still shadow ban me, and they still can't control me. Facebook took my page and robbed me of millions of freaking dollars, and they still couldn't control me because they mad because they can't control you. This is what makes them mad when they can't control you. They're not scared of people they can control. I don't give a damn if you got 5 million subscribers, 3 million subscribers. They don't fear you. You're controlled. All of it. They get on this bandwagon. I can name 1,000 of them on the conservative side, whenever it's convenient. A black liberal, white liberal will say anything as long as they're getting their views, their money and stuff like that. They'll switch sides and go to the conservative side as long as they're getting their views and stuff like that. People will say anything as long as they are getting their money. But let me see you keep that same energy when they start taking your damn money. I keep the same energy even when they take my damn money. Anybody can tell. Nobody else can say this. I kept the same energy. They was ripping me off, robbing me blind. I still kept the same energy. They took me off. I came back talking the same way. And I'm still talking the same way. Why they're shadow banning me now? So I don't want to hear anything about somebody acting like some of these other people are so bold. They speak their mind. They don't speak their mind. Hell no, they don't. I know for a fact they don't. I don't care if it's the Jews, the freaking government, Donald Trump, or anybody else can't tell me what the hell to say. Give a damn who you is. I said whatever the hell I want, whenever I want to say it. None of your threats can make me have fear. I fear no man. Period. Never have. Never will. Somebody think they can control me. Can't nobody harm me unless God Almighty allows them to do it. Guess what? He's been my protector. Woo! I think this was what's his name? Say he hides me in the shadow of his wing. I'm about to get happy up in here. You say you can't get happy talking about the Lord after you done talked about all this. I can. Because I got a spirit of David in me too. Warrior spirit. You're not intimidating me. I don't care if you're in a gang. I don't care how tough you is, blood's crip. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about the government, the deep state, none of that. They've all threatened me before, and I kept the same energy. Because people want to control you. As soon as you tell me what to say, I'm going to turn you off. Don't tell me what to say. I don't give a damn who. People been knowing me for years. They'll tell you, they can't tell me what to say. Family can't tell me. Nobody tells me what to talk about. I'm going to get real offended if you tell me what to talk about. Because anytime somebody's trying to tell you what to talk about, they have taken on the form of a Nazi, a communist, or anybody else trying to shut you up from talking. If God Almighty didn't want me talking, he'd take my voice. Because he can do it. He can stop me from talking anytime he wants to. That's who I fear. Oh, I fear the Lord. See, the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord, not the fear of man, not the fear of the deep state, the government, or nothing else. What the government and what most people you're going to understand is they want to control you. They don't want you thinking. They want to control your thinking, and they want you to think in a box with everybody else. Well, that's all I see. You can't embarrass me by saying that crap. This is why I don't listen to nothing nobody said. Like somebody gonna tell me when they got upset because I said something about Dr. King. I said, was I lying about what Dr. King did? J. Edgar Hoover himself even said it. He was monitoring Malcolm X and Dr. King at the same time. Now, I don't believe nothing when it comes to spiritual stuff that Malcolm X had to say. Because I believe that it's a fake religion, to be honest with you. The Nation of Islam, the whole 9 yards, all this kind of stuff, that white people came from breeding a pig and a dog, all this trash, I don't believe none of that. But when it came to morality, with Dr. King and Malcolm X, it ain't even close. J. Edgar Hoover once says, compared to Dr. King, Malcolm is a saint. He wasn't cheating on his wife and screwing every damn thing. Some believe he messed with the homosexual movement. He wasn't hanging out with the communists. So in that aspect, I don't want to hear anything, nobody acting like Dr. King's name so sacred. As a matter of fact, so in some ways, we understand that there was a bunch of racism. The blacks was at the back of the bus. You couldn't go into certain restaurants. You had to drink out of different water fountains, all damn. We know about that. But see, sometimes you can try to fix something and you screw it up worse by doing the fixing. Because you can overcorrect something, because giving people welfare and not making them work and putting a bunch of them into a one community projects, the whole 9 yards, was the worst thing ever happened. If you go look at pictures before the civil rights movement, look how the black people act and dress. You didn't never see your grandma going to the store with some kind of big rag on her head, walking on the back of her shoes, talking loud. Grandma and mama and them, when they got ready to step out, go to church or anything else, they was dressed down. They wouldn't be caught dead outside looking like that. Damn sure wouldn't be in the store talking loud, screaming and hollering. And you damn sure wouldn't have caught them out showing their asses all over the damn place. in public. Have some damn respect for yourself. Our problem is, remember that song, if you ain't gonna respect yourself, ain't nobody gonna give a who. Now. Respect yourself. Do. Respect yourself. You ought to have some damn decency for yourself. You going outside, and the boy, they got their pants hanging down with their ass showing, their drawers are showing, which is a penitentiary call out. You think my granddaddy would have went outside to the store with his drawers showing? You think I wouldn't have did it for sure? You think my mother would have went to the store in some booty shorts with some kind of bunny on her freaking head? I mean, rollers on her head. The women of old, when they used to go to church, they had them purse, them hats matching and stuff. Them sisters was dressed to a T. They wasn't going to the store looking like that. No shame. We need to bring back shaming. Some of you need to be shamed in the going out acting like a bunch of monkeys in public and then saying, where's racism? No, learn how to act in public. You think that you would have saw our grandparents, our mother and father at an airport screaming and hollering so the whole damn airport can see that? As a matter of fact, you know what grandma would have said? You know what my mom would have said? You better not do nothing like that, embarrass me. I'll beat your ass. They would not tolerate you acting like that in public. But now there's no shame now. And then they want to blame it on something else. No, look in the mirror. If you raise your kids the right way, your kids ain't gonna be perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect kid because there's no such thing as a perfect parent. But damn it, you ought to have some kind of respect not to embarrass your parents like this. And the parents ought to have more respect than to come on TV after your child committed some kind of crime, acting like he's in the right. Remember that family we showed you a while back that the young man hit the officer in his face with that pistol? See, that's the kind of black people used to come in there. They came on and said, we don't condone nothing that he did. He was wrong. The officer didn't do anything wrong. See, that's how it used to be. There's no way you would get, there'll be no comment before I get on TV and embarrass myself. My child get on TV and act like this right here. I'm not getting on and say, well, you know what, I didn't have to really do all that. No, quit robbing and doing that wrong stuff. I'm on your side when you do the right thing, but I'll be damned if I side with anybody doing the right thing. I don't care about your skin color. I don't care who your mom and daddy is. I don't care your affiliation with whoever. There has to be a standard. And if there ain't no standard, there's a problem. Now, I was going to bring up the whole Galvin Newsom thing, but I'm going to do it because we may do another live later on tonight if Nurse Clever can stay woke. Don't do that. No, she's over there laughing now. Because I want to do, because I had like a clip of I don't want to tell y'all what because y'all trying to go look it up because y'all knows it. I ain't gonna tell you. But I got some clips of 2 incidents that happened that's so outrageous. We might have to do a live talking about that. And I might want to briefly bring in because I wanted the hypocrisy of this talking about this ballroom that the President Trump is doing. Barack Obama spent $378 million. Galvin Newsom is spending $1 billion of taxpayers' money down there for the state capitol. And Donald Trump is using donors' money to build a ballroom. He ain't got but 3 years left. Whatever president comes after him get a chance to be in the same ballroom. So it ain't like it's his house he's building this to. Quit whining, you stupid liberals. Make me sick with this. It ain't his house. It's the people's house. And the next president enjoyed the ballroom. The next president after that enjoys the ballroom. So how in the hell him beautifying the ballroom with some sponsors or some donors who's paying for it? How in the hell, why are you so upset about that? Because liberals are miserable creatures. All they know how to do is whine about something. They create every day they wake up in the morning, they go look for something to make out racism or something for hate or something try to talk bad about the damn country. Why don't you get up and listen to some scriptures in the morning? Why don't you get up and glorify the Lord? Why don't you, matter of fact, put on some gospel music or something. Say, I'm going to start my day off by glorifying the Lord. It'll change your mindset. If you listen to something positive, God-inspired in the morning, I noticed that even about me, I noticed that when I listen to some inspiring in the morning, all of a sudden you have a better outlook of life. Your problem is that you have such a bad outlook because all you do is talk negative all damn day, look for negative stuff. No matter what Donald Trump do, they ain't gonna never like Donald Trump. See, Donald Trump has got the mindset of now, F y'all. I don't care what you think about me. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I like to. And that's why he's doing all these memes. He be dropping memes. You see that? And before we get out here, I want to show you a good meme. I hate Andrew Cuomo, but Andrew Cuomo dropped a video on Mandami. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Cummings, piece of trash. And this is actually, it's funny because Andrew Cummings, I think Andrew Cummings, Andrew Cuomo is technically a commie too. He's a socialist too. He's trash too. But it's bad when these are your two main choices because Curtis ain't gonna win. Curtis would be a better representation of them, but there's nowhere in the hell those damn self-loathing liberals would ever vote for him. But I want to show you this man dummy, this AI generated by Cuomo. Man, this was a damn good one. I'm not gonna even lie. This is a damn good video.
Donnie's opponents want you to believe he's an inexperienced radical whose policies will make New York City more dangerous. But what do his actual supporters think?
Mamdani isn't crazy.
He's just trying to even the playing field.
You know, give everyone a fair shot. Sure, he said multiple times we need to defund the police, but that was just a metaphor.
And yes, he did say crime is a social construct. But that was also a metaphor.
His main backer, the Democratic Socialists' ideas are common sense, such as
Decriminalizing misdemeanors, like shoplifting.
third-degree assault, trespassing, prostitution.
These are how the Democrats really think. They're acting like this. This man has never even had a job. The only job he ever had, his mama gave it to him. He's been to be the freaking mayor of the second largest populated city in America. Make it make sense to me.
I'm drunk driving.
With plans to decriminalize all drugs, Mamdani will be a job creator for drug dealers.
Instead of helping us homeless get off the streets and into the mental health facilities we need, he wants to give us safe injection sites to do crack and let us sleep in subway carts. These are actual policies Mamdani and the DSA want to implement on day one. When a woman's being domestically abused, she finally won't have to deal with some pesky cop to arrest the abuser, but now a social worker to help, kumbaya the situation.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Mamdani is finally lowering jail sentences.
Guilty!
But Mamdani says you're free to go. Who cares if legalizing prostitution statistically leads to an increase for sex trafficking of women and young girls by 70%?
You can't have safety without equality.
For unlawful abiding citizens like us, globalize the intifada.
I'm a criminal. I'm a criminal. I'm a criminal.
I'm a criminal.
Yep. I'm a criminal. For Zoran.
For Zoran Mamdani.
I didn't have a real job until I was 30, but sure, give me the keys to the city. What's the worst that can happen?
Paid for by Cuomo for NYC.
Boy, y'all gonna never recover if that man becomes mayor. Because he don't have a clue. He can't run a snow cone cart, let alone run the damn biggest city. He's never even had a job. All his policies is about giving away stuff, taxing the rich. First of all, the rich are smart enough to just take their crap and leave the damn state. But this is all the Democrats ever do. Race baiting, victimization. You're a victim. It's not your fault. You're a victim. Everybody's a damn victim. That's all these people ever do is talk about victimhood. You're a victim. You can't help it. Oh my God, it's not your fault that you robbed 3 people, that you've been committing felonies. You got 13 felonies by the time you're 21. It's not your fault. It's because of slavery. Slavery has caused this. Slavery is the cause of all of these problems. This is insane. But I can tell you one thing, just make him to be the damn mayor, and I guarantee you he will help destroy your damn city. My man Howard just hit up again. He said, "Big boy, you on fire." I appreciate you, Brother Howard. We're going to come back later on because I got something I want to show y'all of these damn liberalism. I think it was Michael Savage who said it back, wrote the book. Liberalism is a mental disorder. It really is. They're mentally unstable. Who would actually think, every time I see these, me and Clever like to watch these crime shows. that shows these criminals committing crimes. There was a young man. What was that? It was in Baytown. Yeah, we just watched one. It was in Baytown. It was a man. He was sick. Well, he was 16 when he committed the crime. He kidnapped one young lady. I don't know if they ever pinned the other one, but the one he stabbed her in the neck twice, choked her to death. She was 11. He killed her, and they finally caught him. He was taunting people. So he turned 17. They convicted him, only gave him 25 years. The father was outraged. He gets out of jail in 8 years. He goes to Georgia, moves to Georgia, and he just going on with his life. Nothing ever happened. But here's what I noticed about somebody who keeps committing crimes. When you see somebody who's been arrested for 15 times, just say they got 2 felonies and 13 misdemeanors. Even if there are 13 misdemeanors, why in the hell do you keep running and keep getting arrested 13 times? You don't think that's a problem with anybody who can get arrested 13 times? You think they're going to act right? Somebody who has 12 felonies, 15 misdemeanors, and these are the crimes we caught them with. If they got 11 felonies that have been documented, you think that's the only felony they committed? Hell no. They committed many more felonies. So if you allow them to get out of jail, if the politicians was really trying to stop the criminals from doing things, they'll leave their asses locked up. Stop making excuses. I'm not taking into consideration your youth. I'm not taking into consideration your color, your gender, none of that. You're going to get locked up for doing the same damn crime. I don't give a damn about your parents being trash. But this is what happened. And I know nobody likes to hear this. I tell Clever this all the time. She just cringes when I tell her this. I said the only way that we're actually going to get justice in this country is a bunch of these politicians got to die because they're the corrupt ones. I mean, when Omar says the most outlandish stuff and do the most outlandish stuff, like marrying her brother, campaign finance, corruption, notice that some of the Republicans won't even try to silence her because many of them are corrupt. People like Mitch McConnell, this is why I have no sympathy for people like Mitch McConnell. When he falls and busts his cranium and he hits his head, I don't give a damn. He needs to fall and bump his head. He's trash anyway. Mitch McConnell is not a Republican. He's a communist too. Just like Paul Ryan, that piece of trash who's on the board at Fox News. The whole time he was in office, see, this is a problem. We got a bunch of Republicans who are nothing but communists too. But they're pretending like they are on your side, fighting for the people. Well, if you bastards was fighting for us so hard, we wouldn't be in debt for $37 trillion. That's what the government is closed down. The government needs to be closed down. A bunch of you bastards need to be locked up for wasting our money, having these open borders. The only time the border has ever been secure is presently now. It ain't but one man in my lifetime who's ever secured the border. That don't mean he's perfect, but ain't but one man in my lifetime who's ever secured the border. And it ain't Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan legalized 3 million people. So stop it. So in order for things to get better, you got to lock up criminals and you got to throw these pieces of trash, call themselves politicians, out of office. Because if you don't throw them out of office, ain't nothing going to ever change. Now join us again tonight. We'll try to get in again tonight. I don't know what time it's going to be. It depends because we got to run a couple errands and stuff. It looked like it's going to storm out here again. Last night it was a bad storm. I didn't realize it was a bad storm. Stuff was blown everywhere. I didn't realize the storm had came through. I think it was storm, not a hurricane, but it was a storm. Storm Melissa, I think that was the name of it. But it came through. But a twister came through. But it looked like they said some storm was brewing. But we'll see. It's in, I think it's in Jamaica right now or something like that. Caribbeans, okay. All right, well, we'll try to get back in a little bit later. We'll check in. We'll let y'all know.